All right, Friday. So Friday, it's a weird day to pick for that. Friday begins the English-only driver's tests in the state of Florida. And I mentioned that on Facebook, and I was like, "Oh, this is great! What a great birthday gift!" That we get an English-only driver's test in the state of Florida, which means when you go to take the test, it's going to be in English, and if you can't read English, then you're most likely going to fail the test. And the liberal friends, they got out there and they started going on about, oh my God, that's not fair. What about the people whose English is not their first language? Then you shouldn't be driving on the roads. And I brought up the multiple incidents that have happened across the country, including here in Florida, where 3 people were killed by somebody who could not understand the road signs. Now, what good does it do you? Let me ask this. What good does it do you to be able to do the Florida's driver's license test in Russian or in Spanish or in whatever other language that they have on there, and you can read it because this is the language that I read, but then you start driving down the road and now there's signs that are in a different language and you have no idea what it is because you don't read English. Yeah, but I passed the test. But you're not able to do it on the actual road. And trying to explain that to the liberals, oh my God, it was like talking to a wall. It really, truly was. And they completely didn't get it. And they look at you with a dumbfounded look like, I don't get it. What are you trying to say? Well, they passed the test, but they can't read the signs on the road. But the test, they passed it because it was in their language, and it's not fair to do that. That's discriminatory. No, it's not. It's not discriminatory when somebody who cannot read the road signs turns an 18-wheeler around on a road onto an access road that's not supposed to be there because it even says government use only, do not use, and you kill 3 people. Where's your compassion, lefties, for that? Man, it's not right. No, it is right. So congratulations, Florida, on that one. Right? There's no signs in English in Italy or in other countries that don't speak English. That's the other thing. This is one of the things that I defend, but at the same time, I agree with. Where you have foreigners that kind of make fun of Americans because of the fact that the vast majority of Americans don't have passports. And the vast majority of Americans don't actually get out of America very often. And that's true. We don't, as a people, we don't really get out there and world travel as much as we should. But here's my defense on that. When you look at America, now, to give you an idea, for those that don't fully grasp this, if you were to take the UK, which, by the way, is one of the countries that criticizes Americans for not having passports, if you take the whole of the UK and you put it into America, just take all that landmass and shove it into America, you can put the UK into the continental United States 40 times. 40. That is how big the continental United States is. You can take that little country of the UK and you can shove it into America, the continental United States, 40 times over. So we don't really, truly need to get out and see the world all the time because, look, America has got everything. You want some Arctic winters? Fine. There's multiple places you can go for that. You want to go see some farmland? There's so many different areas of farmland. You got flat farmland. You got mountainous farmland. You want to go to the mountains? You can go to the mountains. You want to go to the desert? You can go to the desert. You want to go to the tropics? You can go to the tropics. Whatever it is that you want for weather, geography, whatever it is, different cultures, you've got it in America. Every state is a different culture. Hell, Florida, between the Panhandle, Central Florida, and South Florida, we're like 3 different countries. So there's really no cultural reason sometimes to get out. But this is one of the things, this is an example. You know, when people on the left, particularly the people on the left, they bitch about these things with, oh my God, it's not fair. It's not fair that the driver's license tests have got to be in English because what if you don't speak English? Well, again, you go to Italy, you go to France, you go to Russia, you go to Japan, you go to Saudi Arabia. Do you think that they have got the signs in English? No, because it's not what they speak there. So yeah, people have got to understand that other countries don't cave in and cater to every single person that's out there out of fairness. Every country is unique and they've got their stuff and they shouldn't have to cave into other people. And bottom line, you know, if you come to our country, and granted here in America, it's a little bit different because the international business language is English and the international language is English. So a lot of countries do actually teach that. So when you come here, most of the people around the world, they know. But there are so many people that are coming in here that don't. And those are the ones that have to understand, you got to understand the English language if you're going to be driving trucks on our roads. Simple as that. I mean, Americans, they have a hard time when they go to other foreign countries because they don't know how to read the signs. Not to mention, you know, the way driving and everything is done in other countries is considerably different than the way it is here in the United States. I mean, people come to the United States and it scares the hell out of them because we're an interesting country when it comes to driving. But liberals, I think, need to get out more often and experience the world and understand what the world is really truly like. And I want to see some liberals just cross the border somewhere. Tell me how your extended stay vacation worked out for you.